I remember back in 2004 when I begun investigating alternative foods, alternative living, metaphysics, meditation, things of this nature. I started studying green tea, and I really fell in love with green tea. I saw how powerful it was as an herb, as something to consume every single day. Salud. And I absolutely just embraced green tea. I read up all the literature, I read the medical studies, and I said, this is the best stuff. Green tea, there's nothing else out there. I could never imagine myself not drinking green tea at the time. About 5 years after that, after drinking green tea every single year, I visited Argentina in 2009. And in 2009, as many of you know who have been following my story, I became acquainted with this. Yerba mate, or how we pronounce it in Argentina, yerba mate. This herb really broke many barriers for me. It really took me to a different place mentally, physiologically, spiritually. And when I was in Argentina, the first year I was there, I was still drinking green tea, and I was saying to myself, green tea, powerful. But a curious thing happened. After about a year of being in Argentina, I realized that I hardly was drinking green tea anymore. That I was drinking much more mate than green tea. And slowly but surely, without even calculating it or premeditating the situation, I almost entirely stopped drinking green tea. Interestingly, I was still drinking coffee. It wasn't until about 2010, early 2011, as I was continuing to drink more and more mate, that I noticed that I started to reduce my coffee intake. And mind you, I was really into coffee. You know, I was going to Whole Foods, I was buying the coffee beans, the different sorts of beans, and I was roasting the beans myself. I was grinding the beans myself, not roasting them. I was just really into it. I was becoming somewhat of a connoisseur in coffee as well. But as I continued to have more and more mate, just without even thinking about it, just the coffee went away. Now I've been drinking mate for coming on 4.5 years, and it's pretty much my principal drink. Of course, once in a while I'll have some green tea or black tea. Once in a while I'll even have a coffee, a nice Americano, you know, que rico, nothing wrong with that. But my mainstay drink is undoubtedly yerba mate. Drink it every single day for the past 4+ years, every single day. I wake up in the morning and I drink my mate. Usually I'll have this already prepared with this gourd, this vessel that you drink the mate out of. It's a hollowed out squash plant. Inside you fill it up halfway with the yerba, the yerba mate, and then you have this filtered straw. Let me show you. You have this straw right here, and this straw is basically has a filter at the end of it. Let me try to get a nice little shot of it for you so you could actually see the holes at the end of the straw. This prevents the actual yerba from getting inside of your mouth. I'll wake up in the morning and I'll just drink mate. Of course, I like to drink pure water. I wake up in the morning, I'm going to drink, at least a liter of alkaline, clean, pure water, no doubt. So your body is entirely, it's highly dehydrated, let's put it that way. In the morning you need water. Drink water, drink mate, and throughout the day, I'll just continue to make one of these, In here I have mate water. Mate water is water that's been properly heated to about 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And throughout the day, I'm just constantly pouring more mates. Up until the point right before I go to sleep. Right now it's 12 p.m. Excuse me, it's 12 a.m. Eastern. And I'm going to sleep soon, you know? I'll tell you the truth, I don't stay up all night like a lot of folks do. I like to go to sleep, I like to get my sleep on, you know? It's just what I do. I think it's a part of health to get enough hours of sleep every single night. So I'm gonna, you know, drink this mate, I'm gonna meditate for a little bit, then I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna do the whole thing over again. And every single day I drink about 1 liter of mate. Sometimes 2, sometimes even 3, but usually on average it's about 1 liter of mate. Now, based upon a lot of the health studies on mate, a lot of the reports, it shows that people who drink about 1 liter a day are able to really capture the benefits of mate. But mind you, you don't have to drink 1 liter a day. Even a couple cups of mate a day is going to be extremely beneficial. Now, most of the people watching this video right now have already seen plenty of my videos that have detailed the benefits, the nitty-gritty, minutia, detailed benefits of what mate could do for you. High blood pressure decreases, helps with type 2 diabetes, you know, helps lower cholesterol, it helps fight obesity, it prevents osteoporosis or even corrects it, it destroys colon cancer cells in vitro, it increases concentration, natural energy, natural laxative, it cleans your blood, detoxifier, it's alkaline, so it helps balance your pH. It's a myorelaxant, relaxes your muscles. It decreases low lipoprotein and very low lipoprotein, the sort of lipids or oils or fats rather in your body that you don't want, that clog up your artery and lead to a process called atherosclerosis, which is basically a hardening and a clogging of the artery. Mate has tons of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, in particular magnesium, potassium, and manganese, which are 3 extremely powerful vitamins, perhaps some of the most powerful vitamins that you need in your body for optimal functioning. Mate has ridiculous amounts of antioxidants. Antioxidants are basically molecules that lend an electron to crazy molecules in your body called free radicals that just go about doing destruction. Mate essentially just harmonizes those, lending them an electron, and it stabilizes them. You know, mate has chlorophyll, mate has these compounds called saponins, which are basically derivatives of certain acids in your body, caffeoquinic acid and chlorogenic acids. So I could go on and on and on about the science. You've heard it already, and I'll continue to speak about it, but basically, to sum it all up, mate is just very healthy, and you just drink it every single day, and you begin to just fall into the health benefits of mate. You just become mate. It becomes a part of your life, and then you begin to realize what a matero is all about. Now, this word matero, M-A-T-E-R-O, simply means someone who drinks mate and begins to recognize mate as more than just this drink, more than just this concoction. It's more than that. It's an experience. Now, science cannot quantify this experience, so don't look for this in any sort of scientific literature beyond what Circle of Drink is doing. Now, Circle of Drink, just to segue out for a second, we'll come back. Circle of Drink is an international yerba mate community. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that people who love mate come together to this, in particular, you know, right now we have this group on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, you could just type in Circle of Drink on Facebook and find all the groups that we have. We have about 2 principal groups on Facebook. We have one group which is just a general group. Anybody can join, anyone's in it. There's about 800 people involved in it right now. And then we have a group where people who really want to learn and really want to ask questions and really want to share advice. Now, that group is, you know, anyone can get in it. You know, it's just a smaller group of people. We try to keep it small because we don't just want people there who are not going to contribute. So there's two principal groups. Look for us on Facebook and you'll eventually find us. And if you're really interested, try to join the group that, it's a smaller, more tight-knit group, but remember, it's all a circle, it's international. We have people from all over the world and everybody is welcome. There are no barriers, there are no limits. So look for us on Facebook. So Circle of Drink is an international yerba mate community, which is beyond any particular brand of mate. Yes, we do have our own brand, but it's not necessarily tied down to our own brand. You could be drinking any brand of mate. There's many great brands throughout the world, and several even here in North America. So choose one to your own liking. Yes, we do offer some organic varieties of mate. And what we're doing with Circle of Drink is that we are taking this tradition of drinking mate from a gourd and a bombilla, just as they've always done it for millennia in South America, in particular Paraguay and Argentina and Uruguay, and we are bringing that tradition here to North America, as well as Europe, as well as Australia, New Zealand, just all over the world, Syria, and we are coming together as one family, one circle, what we call a circle, and we are sharing how this drink is changing our lives. We're coming together and saying, I'm drinking mate, I met this person, these things are happening, my relationships are getting better, I feel better, I don't have any acid reflux anymore, my cholesterol has dropped, I finally have something that I can do and hang out with my friends and not necessarily get drunk or get high. This is what I was looking for. I was looking for a social binder. I was looking for a community. I was looking for something that's healthy, that brings me closer to my friends and family. But not only that, it forms new relationships, new connections with other people that I would not have otherwise have known. So, mate is a lifestyle. We have mate now as a lifestyle. And Circle of Drink sort of, I don't want to use the word promulgates, and I don't want to use the word evangelizes, because those words sort of have undertones of religion, and we're not religious, this is not a religious thing, but don't get me wrong, everyone's free to have their own religion. We're not going into that sort of conversation. I'm just saying that it's a community. It's a very powerful community, Circle of Drink. And at the center of our community is this, yerba mate. And it is beyond race, it is beyond sex, it is beyond nationality, ethnicity, and it's beyond economic status. You could be anybody, you could be from any country, and if you drink this, if you drink yerba mate, you are a part of what I believe, call me crazy, but I believe that this is a new frontier. Yes, yerba mate has been here for millennia. Yes, the Guarani have been drinking it for untold countless years. Yes, yerba mate has been introduced into Europe and North America and other parts of the globe for the past 400-500 years. Yes, that's all historical facts. But I believe right now, and maybe you guys feel this too, I believe we're breaking new ground right now. Right now it is 2013. And I'm just able to monitor what's going on, and not just monitor statistically and factually in these sort of empirical terms, but monitor metaphysically, monitor through my heart, through my spirit. I'm able to see how mate is positively affecting so many lives. This is new ground. What's happening now with mate, and in particular with what we're doing with Circle of Drink, is we are creating a new culture. Are we not? This is a new culture we're creating. No other time before, and I'm just speaking for North American history right now, in North America, has there ever been a drink, an herb, that brought people together in such a way that mate is able to do? Now, yes, we've had many sort of foods and drinks, ciders and beers and vodkas and tobacco, all sorts of different things, of course, throughout American history that have to some degree brought us together, even cannabis sativa, of course, no doubt. But dare I say, nothing has ever been able to do it in such a way that mate does it. Mate is literally a social binder that has the ability to melt each individual into one amalgam of unity, into one cohesive unit of love and sharing, into one solid bedrock of equality. This is mate's magic. This is mate's prana. This is mate's infinite energy, infinite potential that is manifested here on earth for us to experience, for us to consume, and for us to share and spread beyond the individual. This is the Mate Circle. Salud, my name is Dave Mate. Check us out, circleofdrink.com. And like I said before, find us on Facebook. Just type in Circle of Drink and you will eventually find us. Thank you guys for listening. Ciao, ciao.